Wild rabbits in nature often face unimaginable dangers, one of the most significant being the invasion of larvae into their bodies. When infected by larvae, these rabbits not only experience intense itching and discomfort, but also suffer from weakened health. The larvae can grow inside their bodies, causing damage, reducing their immune system, and depleting their nutrients, making it difficult for them to maintain good health in the harsh conditions of the wild. This situation presents significant survival challenges for these rabbits. In addition to the pain, they face a lack of food and energy, making recovery nearly impossible. However, kind-hearted volunteers are always ready to step in, offering these rabbits a chance to survive. These volunteers, who have a deep love for animals and compassion, find and rescue the infected rabbits, bringing them to rehabilitation centers where they can receive care. The recovery process typically involves removing the larvae from the rabbits' bodies, treating the wounds caused by the larvae, and providing the necessary nutrition for the rabbits to regain their strength. Once they have recovered, the rabbits are monitored and prepared for a safe return to the wild. The wild rabbits affected by larvae are not only saved through the dedication of volunteers, but also through the collaboration and collective effort of the community. Thanks to this, these small creatures are given a chance to return to the wild, where they can continue to live and thrive, contributing to the biodiversity of the natural environment. The little rabbit had started feeling strange, aching pains that prevented it from moving as it usually did. At first, it thought it was just a little tired, but soon the pains became more intense, and something was terribly wrong. Unknown to the rabbit, tiny larvae from a botfly had invaded its body. The botfly, driven by its instinct to survive, found the rabbit after laying eggs on tiny wounds on its skin. These eggs hatched into larvae, which then began their journey inside the rabbit's body. The larvae consumed soft tissues and drained the nutrients from the rabbit. Within just a few days, the rabbit became severely weakened and could no longer run or forage for food. It became lethargic and emaciated, struggling to survive as these tiny creatures took over its body. One morning, a kind-hearted volunteer, someone experienced in working with wildlife, happened to pass by the garden and noticed the rabbit. As soon as they saw the rabbit's condition, their eyes filled with concern. Realizing that there was no time to waste, they immediately decided to act. The volunteer contacted a veterinarian for assistance and gathered the necessary medical equipment to help the rabbit. Within a few hours, they arrived at the scene with both anxiety and determination in their hearts. With the help of the volunteer, the veterinarian began the delicate process of removing the larvae from the rabbit's body. Special medical tools were used carefully to extract each maggot without causing further harm to the surrounding tissues. The tiny larvae, still wriggling in resistance, were pulled from the rabbit's skin, one by one. The procedure was painstakingly slow as it required utmost precision to avoid causing the rabbit any additional suffering. After what felt like an eternity, all the larvae had been removed. The rabbit, although still weak and exhausted, had been freed from the pain that had tormented it for so long. The volunteer and veterinarian continued to care for the rabbit, administering medications and providing vital nutrients to aid in its recovery. Each passing day brought small but significant improvements. The rabbit's body slowly regained strength. Its fur became shinier and its eyes brightened with life once more. In the weeks that followed, the rabbit received constant care and attention. Gradually, it regained its health and began to hop around, eating and drinking with vigor. The remarkable recovery of the rabbit was nothing short of a miracle. It not only survived but thrived, a testament to the resilience of life and the power of compassion. The volunteer's selfless act of kindness had saved the life of a small, helpless creature and restored its ability to live freely once again. The rabbit's condition worsened as it scratched and nibbled at the areas where it felt the most discomfort. This behavior only exacerbated its plight as it failed to alleviate the unbearable itching caused by the larvae and instead made the wounds even more severe. Infected rabbits, driven by intense discomfort, can act erratically, desperately trying to ease the irritation. However, the more they scratch and bite, the deeper the wounds become, causing further harm to themselves. The relentless itching is caused by the larvae, which have embedded themselves under the skin, feeding on the host's nutrients. Despite the overwhelming pain and suffering, rabbits are often able to recover as the larvae depend on the survival of their host to complete their life cycle. If the host dies, the larvae cannot continue to develop, so the fate of the parasite is directly tied to that of the animal. In this particular case, when the rabbit's condition was discovered, a compassionate individual, concerned by the animal's suffering, quickly took action to help. The person gently approached the rabbit, ensuring that it felt as little stress as possible. Armed with small tweezers and pliers, the volunteer began the painstaking task of removing the stubborn larvae that were firmly attached to the rabbit's skin. The larvae, stubborn and firmly embedded, made the extraction process difficult. With each larvae carefully and patiently removed, the rabbit endured but did not resist, as it seemed to understand the kindness being extended. The process took a great deal of time, but after much effort and care, all the larvae were finally removed from the rabbit's body. The rabbit, though still weak, was now free from the torment that had plagued it for so long. Immediately, the volunteer provided fresh food and clean water to support the rabbit's recovery. The nourishment was crucial as it helped replenish the lost energy and nutrients, giving the rabbit the strength it desperately needed to heal. Hope this helps.